I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Hopefully people will join in, and hopefully people will join in at a point where it's not, yay, Thomas, thank you for finding me. My link wouldn't work because it's technology, but I've got another person on here. Hi, Thomas. Fantastic. So I've got a couple. Let's make a start then. So we are going to be talking about extended metaphors. That is today's English gem. Really important piece of writing that you can do to improve instantly your grades. It does actually make a significant difference. So examiners really like that you can use an extended metaphor. Oh, hi, Millie. Yay. Okay, we've got some people. So we're going to just talk about metaphors. Now, you guys, I'm hoping, know what a metaphor is. A metaphor is essentially when you refer to something as if it's something else. It's very similar to a simile, but you don't use as or like. So all you're going to do is say, she is the sun, not she was like the sun. And that's basically the difference there. So your metaphor is saying something is something. So how do I make an extended metaphor? Well, that's quite simple. I just keep that same metaphor and extend it. So add more sentences, say a little bit more. That's all you have to do. And it's actually really, really simple, but it does make a huge difference. So the first thing that I wanted to do with you guys was just to really talk about extended metaphors and how we use them. So I'm hoping you can see this. If you can't, then give me a shout and I will move my screen. But if I don't hear from anyone, I'll assume that you're all fine. We're just going to have a look at a song, which I'm hoping you guys all know, by Rihanna, called Umbrella. I'm not going to sing it for you because I can't. But I'm hoping you kind of know that Ella, Ella, that one. That's what we're going to be talking about. And in that song, we have an extended metaphor. So we have, it's raining and you can stand under my umbrella. And she uses the phrases, when the sun shines, we shine together. Now that it's raining more than ever, and you can stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, etc. So that's what we have with her extended metaphor. But what is it that she's actually talking about here? It might come as a surprise, it might not, that it's not actually raining. She's not actually singing about it raining and you just standing in an umbrella. No, it's an extended metaphor. So what she's doing is using the rain as a metaphor for something, using that umbrella as a metaphor for something. Does anybody have any ideas what she's therefore trying to say through these extended metaphors? Anybody got any ideas? If you could make a little comment in the chat, that would be fantastic. Someone say something. So if she's saying, you can stand under my umbrella, I'll be yours forever now that it's raining more than ever, etc. Ella, Ella. What is that umbrella a metaphor for? What's she doing by standing under the umbrella and sharing it with another person? What is going on there? Thomas, I'm going to come to you if no one else is going to say anything. Come on, T-Dog. We've got an umbrella. We're going to stand underneath it. Therefore, what is she doing? Oh, yay. Millie, saying how she will be with you for all the weather. Yes, well done, Millie. Absolutely right. I'm going to be with you. Sun, rain, whatever it is, we're going to be together. When the sun's shining, we're staying together. When it's raining, yes, Leah, you're absolutely right. I can protect you. I can protect you from these things. I will be with you, support you. Thank you, ladies. That is fab. So we have that extended metaphor there where she isn't just singing about it raining. She's actually talking about a relationship, them being together, and no matter what happens, they'll stay together. She will protect, she will support. We could talk about that all day. But obviously, go women, yay, supporting the man by coming under my umbrella. Love it, Rihanna. Anyway, that is how she uses an extended metaphor. And you will find that actually extended metaphors are pretty much in every every song. Everybody uses them. Ed Sheeran's a massive fan of extended metaphors, and Adele as well. So you can listen to the music, and when you think about what's the hidden meaning, that's your extended metaphor. Okay, so I'm hoping that you all understand just that basic principle of an extended metaphor. Because we're going to write one, and I'm going to show you, and it's only going to take 10 minutes, how to put this together. So in terms of a metaphor, we are going to do an extended metaphor together, hopefully, for a forest fire. Now, some of my students before will have done something similar with me. And we're going to talk about a forest fire, so a fire that's like raging and coming through, and we're going to use the metaphor of a lion. So we've got this idea that a lion is the fire, so that's my metaphor, and it's tearing through the forest and it's destroying everything. So it's actually attacking, that's what it's doing there. So I've kind of said, first step with an extended metaphor is that you have to basically create a word bank. So you want to think about the thing that you want your metaphor to be about. I want to write my metaphor about a fire. I'm going to use the lion to describe my fire. And I've got here a couple of words, which I'm hoping you can see. I've got lion in the middle. This is what my metaphor is going to be. And I've thought of beast, pounce, attack, wild, because it's a wild animal, ferocious. So I have essentially got a couple of words there that I could use when I think of a lion. That's what I think of. What I'd like you guys to do, please, can you think of any other words, and could you please put them in the chat and let me know what words would you associate with a lion? So we're going to create our word bank first, and this idea of our metaphor, we've got a lion. So what words would we associate with a lion? And I'll just wait for some chats to come through. If everybody that's watching could just give me a word, something we would associate with a lion, that would be amazing. Thomas, I'd like you to make a comment so I know that you haven't just gone, yo, Gem, and then gone to watch the football instead. I'd like to know you're still with me. So T-Dog, that one's down to you. Can we all make some comments, please? What would we say if we were describing a lion? Yes, here we go. Ah, yay, T-Dog is still there. See, I'm more important than the football. Who would have known? So I've got, thank you, Thomas, I've got aggressive, definitely. Oh, Millie, we've got out of control. Thank you, which they kind of are. That links quite nicely, actually, to it being quite wild. So well done. Oh, stealth. All right, T-Dog is on a roll. That's like their pounce, the way they move. Oh, Evie. Oh, Evie's here. Hi, Evie. So Evie, yes, absolutely power. One of the most powerful. Yes, we've got dominant. And it is like that dominant force. Fantastic, Evie. And welcome. Hi, Evie. And then Leah, yeah, absolutely golden, because we can also think about colours that we would associate. So if we're thinking about our lion, we're going to think about maybe like golden. It could be sort of like that burnt orange. And actually, when we think of a fire, it's a similar thing. So that's what we end up with. Oh, thank you, Billy. Deadly, 100% deadly. I'm hoping you can see these. So we have loads of words to describe our lion. We could have brave, like king of the jungle. So there's lots of ideas there. So this is how you start your metaphor. You have to think, right, I'm going to describe a fire as a lion, and it's attacking and destroying the forest. So my first step is, these are my words that I would use in my metaphor to describe the fire. Second step is to then go, right, these words now need to go into a sentence. Okay, so you have to think, how could I frame them into a sentence to then make my metaphor and then extend it. So we just start with the metaphor first of all. So here's one I did earlier. Step 2, choose a word or 2 or 3, pop them into a sentence. So I've gone with, not sure if you can quite see it at the bottom there, a magnificent yet terrifying beast of flames roared across the forest. So I'm making my metaphor. I know it's in the forest because I'm using the word forest. I'm telling everybody that. And then I've obviously got flames. So I know that's what my metaphor is. The flames are the things that are terrifying. Terrifying is a word I'd associate with my lion. Beast is a word I'd associate with my lion. Roared is a word I would associate with my lion. So we can see that we're starting to build this metaphor together by using some of these words in our sentence. So what I'd like you guys to do, I'm going to try and extend one and put one together. So could you have a go? Pick 1, 2, 3, however many you would like to do. I'd like you to try and write a sentence using some of those words of this metaphor. So remember, we've got the fire, the flames. You could imagine that this is the opening sentence. You're going to write the next one. So we've got a magnificent yet terrifying beast of flames roared across the forest. You write this next sentence. What's it going to be? What are you going to say? Okay. And as soon as you've got an idea and use those words or more, please can you pop that in the comment box and we'll see where we're at. I'll give you a minute and just stand here really uncomfortable talking to myself. Can anybody think of a sentence? Maybe it pouncing on against the trees. Come on, Evie, Leah, Millie. You can do it, girls. Yes, Thomas is first again. Girls, you're letting him win here. The lion ferociously pounced on the unaware deer. Thank you. So we've got now this idea of it's attacking the wildlife, it's attacking the things that are living within this forest. We've got our ferocious, and then we've got pounced. So that's our metaphor of our lion. And then we've got it attacking the forest. Thank you, Thomas. Has anybody else got any ideas? You can all write a metaphor. Just say something is something. The fire raged. It moved stealth-like in a golden something across the... cheers, dude. Thomas has set us up here. Has anybody else got anything else that they can think of? Girls? Anyone? Okay, let me help you. Oh, Billy! Oh, yeah, so it's attacking. One jump can be life or death. So this idea, because that would absolutely be the case, because it is, we're talking about life and death. We're talking about a fire that's going to kill and destroy everybody. Yes, Millie, love it. So we've got this idea of dying, because this is what this fire is going to do. It's going to roar, it's going to attack. So, Blue Peter style, here's one I made earlier. And this is basically, if I just explain, this is how you then extend this metaphor. So what you have to then do, Leah's just sent one. It left beads of golden orange as it ran through the forest. Lovely. Thank you, Leah. Yes. Oh, that could be like a nice ending. I might add that to the bottom of mine. So you're getting the idea. All you do is you choose what you want your metaphor to be. You write your metaphor and then you just keep going with it. You just extend it. You take those words from your word bank and you just carry them through. That's literally it. It is quite simple, but really effective. So I've got an example behind me, which I'm going to read, and you'll see where I've underlined, that's all the language that the word bank basically that we associate with the lion to show that I'm extending the metaphor through. Okay, so I've got a magnificent yet terrifying beast of flames roared across the forest. The fire pounced, licking the trees with its sharp red tongue and sinking its teeth into its prey. It was a master of destruction. Ferocious snarls echoed across the forest, engulfing the wildlife in its merciless orange glow. The wild beast roared once more, and the rampage continued. A ruthless killer, a kingdom destroyed. And then I'm going to put on the end, leaving beads of gold and orange as it ran through the rest of the forest. Okay, and you can see that that is an extended metaphor, but it completely changes a piece of writing. Instead of me just saying, oh, there's a fire and the fire's burning through the forest, I've used my metaphor to describe it in a much more interesting way. And suddenly it sounds really interesting. It sounds completely different. And then I've just got my magnificent beast roaring, pouncing, licking, teeth. The master, ferocious, snarling, roaring, wild beast, ruthless, kingdom. So those words that are associated then with that metaphor are then extended throughout the piece of writing. It automatically makes writing more descriptive. It automatically makes it more interesting. And I have to say, it automatically moves you up the grades. Examiners love this. So if you can get the hang of doing extended metaphors when you're describing, you're going to be 6s and higher because they're going to put you into that bracket straight away. And that's basically, in a nutshell, extended metaphors and how you do it. It's really simple. Decide what you want your metaphor to be, make your word bank of ideas, and then write your metaphor and extend it all the way through. And we're done. I'm hoping that some people found that helpful, and I'm really grateful for you guys finding me because I know my original link is not working. So if you would like to do another little gem, you'd like to do another live, I can do it on Zoom, I can do it on YouTube, we could do it in any way. If there's something specific that you really, really want to know and you're like, oh, I just need like a 20-minute, because I'd like these to be nice and bite-sized, please could you just go through this for me really quickly? If you let me know, I can then set one up. And if it means that there's only going to be like 5 or 6 of us, that's fine. I think you guys are doing a lot of the same texts as well. So that can work in your favour. You might go, I really don't understand this scene in Macbeth or the opening to Romeo and Juliet. What's going on there? If there's something that you guys need, let me know. And I will run another session next week, same time, live at 5, hopefully, not 5:10. But thank you all guys for all being here and making sure I wasn't talking to myself. If you'd like to leave a comment and say goodbye, but I really, really appreciate you being here. If you subscribe, then you'll get told that I'm going live. I'm not going to even set up links in the future. I'm just going to do it and go live because that seems to work better. But yeah, thanks guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening and message me on my English Gems, Gemma's English Gems through my Facebook if you want to get in touch. But I think most of you I know anyway, so that's cool. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate your support. Thanks, Evie. Hashtag Insta Gemmas.english.gems. Thanks, Millie. Bye. Thanks, Leah. Love you girls. You're all awesome. Really, really appreciate you being here, honestly. And hopefully see you next week. Evie, let me know if there's something you really, really want to do, and I'll put one together for you. Okay. Bye, guys. Take care, and I will see you soon. Thank you.